How you doing, go-getters? How you doing today? Tonight, I am so excited to be on to talk about the Grand Fiesta by Avon. So let me share my screen here. Let me see. And we can get started. Let's see which one we're on. Oh, hopefully this is it. All right, here we go. So tonight, I just kind of want to do an overview and talk in detail about the incentive. First, I want to kind of talk about our objectives for tonight. Sorry. I got a little tongue twisted there. So tonight, I just kind of want to do an overview of the incentive, how to earn the trip, and a call to action of what do we do, and also a quick Q&A section. So these are some awesome pictures that I pull off from the internet of the resort that we'll be staying at for the Mexico trip. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I could just see me sitting right here right now, sipping on me some Moscato or whatever that is in that glass, eating me some fruit. So this is exciting. I hope you guys are excited too. So just so you know, this is an all expense paid trip. The trip is from June 2nd to June 5th. The trip includes 3-night hotel stay at the Hyatt Ziva, an all-exclusive package with unlimited food and beverage, including alcohol and non-alcohol drinks, airfare, ground transportation to and from the hotel in Mexico, welcome reception, farewell reception. So how many times you went on an all expense paid trip? I'm just saying. I love freebies. So one of the things I kind of want to point out on this slide, let me go back, is about the qualified new recruit. What's a qualified new recruit? Because I know you've seen that floating around here. A qualified new recruit is a new representative who places a first or second order wait a minute. A qualified new recruit is a new representative who places a $150 order in their first or second campaign and pays it on time. That's the very most important part, that they pay it off in time. So that's what a qualified new recruit is. With this incentive, you will have to find business partners. And one of the other words I want to talk about is bronze ambassador. What is bronze ambassador? Because you see that's like the highest points when you can promote to bronze ambassador right now in this BAMOS Head Start. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. And let's just talk about what to do right now for campaigns 23 to 26. And so let me explain to you what bronze ambassador is. So first of all, you need 5,000 points for a trip for one. And you need 7,000 points for a trip for two. And as you can see here, as you go along, once you earn the trip, you're going to earn these other little goodies along the way: the towel, the tote, the mirror, and the brush set. So no worries there. So if you earn the trip, you're going to automatically get all the other goodies. So now let's talk about, we're not going to go through all of that. We're just going to focus on what's bronze ambassador. So I pulled up the compensation plan. And the reason why I want you guys to know about pull up the compensation plan so you can understand a little bit what are you getting with bronze ambassador. Yes, you get the points for the trip, but then also you get more money in your pocket as well. And as you can see right here, as a bronze ambassador, your personal sales would have to be at least $200. You would need to have at least 3 people to place orders, and your total team sales would have to be $1,000. That's you and your team combined. So, and let's not forget about each qualified new recruit. And remember what I said, that qualified new recruit is the person that places a $150 order in that first and second campaign. Well, you would get $20. But if you're still in Kickstart program, if you're still in the Kickstart, you would get $50 per person. Plus you would get 3% sponsoring bonus, which that's basically 3% of their sales. And then also you would get a $500 promotion. Hello, cha-ching, cha-ching. So I think it's very, very important to talk about also about the money that you'll be earning being a bronze ambassador. And you will also get 3% off of your Generation 2, which we don't have to worry about that right now, but we'll just talk about your first business partners will be in your Generation 1, so you would get 3%. All right, so I know now that I went over that, you know, when you talk about recruiting or finding business partners, you might say, well, hey, I don't know anybody. You know, I live in a small town. You know, I live away from my family. So, you know, where do we find these new, because like I said, you know, you have to also have your sales. So where do you find, so the question I want to answer tonight, where do you find these new customers and business partners? I know you guys probably already seen this memory jogger several times. I know I sent it out with the welcome email. It's also located on your Avon, site, but also it's also located on, if you look on our team page, you could also upload it. I got it loaded in the file section. You will see the memory jogger. And as you can see, this is everyday things. This is something to kind of help you jog your memory when you run out of people to contact. You know, we have things like, you know, who do you know on Facebook? Who do you know who's an accountant, an architect, a babysitter, a baker, your alarm system person, your flower shop? You know, who do you know at the bowling alley? Who do you know at a child care? So this just gives you endless ways to kind of help you jog your memory to try to create that list of people who you want to contact and offer the opportunity to, or see if they're interested in becoming a customer. So some helpful tips on getting you on the trip will be to start now. Start now. Don't say, oh, we got into campaign 8, which is like in April sometime. We gotten all the way into the April, so I have time. No. When I went on the cruise to Bermuda, one of the biggest things that I've learned was to start early. And because I started early on the Bermuda trip, that's how I was able to get on the trip, because I was feeling like, oh, well, you know, everybody had that moment, well, you know, I should be good. We got time. And then it was like, since it was getting close to time, and I'm like, oh, crap, I don't have time. So I was so glad that I started early. Had I not started early, you know, I don't know. So I would highly encourage you to, if you're looking to go on this trip, to start now. Start trying to find those business partners. If your sales are not so great, you know, start working your way up. You know, working your way up to, you know, increasing your customer list, because I know a lot of people are new, but don't let it scare you, because don't let it scare you. You're fine. Even though you're new, I promise you, you can get on this. If you're willing to work, you will get on this trip. And there's also a payout. If you decide not to go on the trip, there's a payout. So that's another good booster of earning the trip. So start now. Start now. My second tip that I have is one step at a time. I'm not here tonight to talk to you about the whole, how many campaigns is that? 12, 13 campaigns. I think it's best we just walk this step by step. And I'm here to support you step by step. Let's accomplish accomplish one step, and once we accomplish that, then we move on to the next thing, and then we move on to the next thing, and we just watch the points stack up. So let's just take one step at a time, because if you look at everything as a whole, then you probably will talk yourself out of it or feel like it's not achievable. But this trip is very, very achievable. You know, it does take some work, but it's very, very achievable. If you start now and work on it along, then you will be fine. And like I said, I will be here because I'm working on earning it myself. So I'll be here to support you, and we'll take this thing one step at a time. We'll be doing this together. So the next thing will be doing your 5x5, doing your 5 contacts a day, 5 days a week. That's going to help you get out there in front of people. And, you know, to see who's, this is a perfect time of year where people are looking for, you know, extra money because they need money for Christmas. So this is the perfect time to offer the opportunity. And also the catalogs. I mean, have you seen the things that you see in the catalog is just like off the chain. Like that light up Christmas tree is something that one of my favorite items right now. So my kids were like, don't plug it up yet. It's not Christmas yet. So do your 5x5, you know, at least, and I know some people, some of you guys on the team work, at least talk to 3 people. If you can at least talk to 3 people 5 times a week, at least talk to them, though, at least 3 people. Try to get at least 20 new contacts out of the whole week. And think about how that's going to grow you. And always, for every person, you offer them the opportunity. My next thing I have here, make sure you create a list. Before you go out, try to think of, you know, let me think of people that I can contact in the next, in the next couple of weeks to see who might need the opportunity. If you really think hard enough, you might have heard a friend or a family member or someone or a coworker talking about, you know, maybe they might be having financial struggles, or they wish they had money to be able to go on a trip, or they wish they had money to, I don't know, help their kids play football or something like that. So kind of be aware of your surroundings to be able to find out. I want to make sure, I hope I'm recording this meeting. So, you know, be aware of your surroundings and picking up those cues from those potential prospects or people who may be needing extra money. I also have on here, shop at a discount. Sometimes you might run into people that may not necessarily need extra money. They might just love the products and would just love a good discount. So don't take that off the skate. Don't take that off the table. You know, you could approach someone and say, well, you know, I know you really, really love the products. I know that I'm trying to earn the trip. So how do you feel about opening up an Avon account, and the money that they're spending anyway, they basically getting 40% off. So don't take that off the table of saying, you know, people are probably going to be spending $100 with you anyway on Avon products. So why not spend $80 and place that $150 and get $150 in products and spend that $85 to $90 and save that money? And here it is, you get your points, and they got more products than what they wanted for more bang for their buck. So it's a win-win. So don't take that option off the table as well, because I know you might not necessarily want to do leadership, but that's just another way that you can try to earn those points, and also it's a benefit your customers as well. Do not forget about your customers and your family and friends. Ask them as well. You know, not just the strangers about the discount, but also talk to those customers your best customers that are already spending good with you. You know, ask them, hey, would you like the opportunity to be able to have your own Avon account so that you can go ahead and get your things at a discount? So, you know, family, friends, you know, looking back on it, when I went on the cruise, one of the things that I didn't realize, so many of my customers and family friends were willing to help me, but I never asked. I took them off. I took it upon myself to take them off the table. So Do not forget about asking your customers and your family and friends as well. So keeping track to stay on track. Hi, Ronnie.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's okay. I'm on here alone. So right now I was just recording it.
Okay, I'm listening, girl.
But pop on in. I'm gonna go back and review, but I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up and then I'll go back through.
Okay.
All right, and as we go along on earning the trip, we want to make sure that we keep tracking to stay on track. So one of the things I also want to share with y'all, which I'll wait to the end, is a tracker that we have, an Excel tracker, which I will go over that before we get done. So now here's a call to action from campaign 23 through campaign 26. I want you to try to find 3 to 5 business partners. And you notice I have 8 weeks up there, because sometimes when you say campaign 23 to 26, you're like, oh, that's a short period of time. But I wanted to break it down and show you guys that's 2 months. That's 2 months. So this is very doable. This is something doable. This is something achievable. So try to work on getting those business partners. 3 to 5 business partners by the time we get into campaign 26, and try to see if we can get to that $1,000 in total team sales to be a bronze ambassador. If you don't get to bronze ambassador by 26, no worries. Just keep finding business partners and keep adding. Now, if you notice that I have down here, if you got those 3 to 5 business partners by the end of campaign 26, you will have earned 1,400 to 2,000 points for the trip. Plus, you'll be getting that $20 or $50 per person, which that depends on if you're in Kickstarter or not. Plus, you'll be getting that $500 bronze ambassador bonus. So it's a win-win, guys, and it's very, very achievable. So do you have any questions? One of the things I have up here is coming together is the beginning. You know what? I got her, so I can't even read my own thing because I have her thing sitting here. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. So I'm here to support everyone. I know everyone is in different areas and different parts in their business, so that that game plan that blueprint might be a little different. But I'm willing to talk to each person, individually about the trip and how we can get there. But I'm here. Like I said, I'm working towards it too. We all doing this together. And so I want to first show you guys this as well. Let me get off of this. Oh, here we go. That didn't take long. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the tracker, and I'm going to be emailing this out. Let me see if I can make it. There we go. Whoop, not too much. I don't know how to get there. Well, this is something I have too. Well, I can also track you guys' process as well. So I just want to show you this here. I'm going to email everybody this tracker. And this is when I show you. So like when you add in the points, let's say you got $300 points, sorry. And you go on, see how it's calculated right there in your total? Down at the bottom and up here. Each line is calculated. But like I said, I'll be sending out this tracker to help you keep track on your own. And I'll also be keeping track as well. So we can make sure we have everybody got double eyes to make sure we can be able to make sure we're all good. Let me see if I can stop screen share.
Okay.
So that's how we get the so that's how we be doing the tracker. And like I said, I'll be sending that out to you guys. So Ronique, you had some question?
Yes. So level again that you have to be to get to win the Mexico trip.
Well, it's not really a let me go back to that slide. So what it is, it's like a point by point.
Okay.
And so it's just that whenever you title, like right now we're in a Vamos period, which is like a head start. So basically, like whenever you title for the first time, that's one of the things that have like the biggest points.
Okay.
So it's not a situation where you have to really title, but quite naturally, when you keep adding, it's gonna naturally happen.
Gotcha.
So it's like one of those things, like, titling is like a big point, a big point. You get a lot more points for it that way.
For that one. Okay.
But you get 300 points for every person that you add on.
For the month, for it's here until to the end of the
incentive period.
Sentence per year. Okay.
Which is campaign 8.
Okay.
But tonight, I just because I know looking at the numbers can be a little crazy.
Yes.
And I don't want to, and I kind of feel like as a team, I would kind of want us to just kind of take this step by step. Like right now, we're in this Vamos period right here.
Okay.
Where they're giving us a head start on getting points, which we didn't have that when we went to Bermuda last year. Well, this year, but we was trying to earn it last year. So we didn't get a head start last time.
Okay.
So I was thinking, like, as a team, it's probably best to because a lot of people are new, and I think it's just best to kind of take this thing chunk by chunk, because I don't want to scare you off and think like, oh my God, it's not achievable, because it's very, very achievable. It's very doable. So, and you can tell me your feedback on that, how you feel about that.
Okay, and I'm trying to see the points on the well, I think it's doable. We all work together and earn the points, because with as you say, we a team. We got to work together and try to uplift everybody so we can get here, because it's doable. You're a prime example, because you went to Bermuda last year. Y'all did y'all thing last year.
Yes, and like I was saying, one of the things I was talking about is about starting now, because I was kind of pretty much saying that was one of the things that helped me get on the trip, because I started early. Because let's be real, life happens.
Right.
And let's be real, everybody that you add on it's a good chance that they might not do what they're supposed to do, So with you knowing that, then okay, let me add on another person, or maybe I need to add on 2 extra people. You kind of understand what I'm saying? So, so like, but you can't do, like it's impossible to do it. Well, it's not impossible, but it just makes you work harder if you get down close and like, wait a minute, this person didn't do,
Right.
I want to kind of, if we play it right, we get down to the end, it'll be like, woo, okay, we try to work for a trip for 2. Or we, we don't feel so,
How many? I don't remember seeing it, but how many points do you need to win it, or just depending on when it's all finished, they go by that?
Right here on the screen here, as you see, it's 5,000 points.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
For 1, and 7,000 points for 2, and you get all these goodies along the way. And these are the other points, because right now in the Vamos period, we're not getting credit for ourselves in the Vamos period, the early Head Start part.
Gotcha.
They're not counting points for our sales or the Almalees or the personal. I mean, they are. The only thing we're getting points for right now is like personal qualified recruits, and we also getting points for if you're titling bronze ambassador.
Okay.
Because see, right now for me, only thing I could do, only points that I can accumulate for myself right now is just to qualify new recruits.
Okay, so our whole goal is keep getting people recruited on the team, and that gives you the most points.
Yes, because you're gonna get 300. You're gonna get 300 points for every person.
For every recruit. Okay. Are they gonna do any advertisement like when they did like, oh, you sign up for Avon, you pay $10, get you started, like starter kit to help us too with that program, or we don't know yet?
Right now, they haven't said anything as far as that concern.
Okay.
So right now we're still at the $25.
Okay. All righty.
Yeah, right now we're still at the $25. But those points add up, because once we get into the incentive period, I don't want to get too confused with everybody, but
that's okay.
Because once we get into the incentive in the incentive period, when those people that place those $150 qualifying orders, you're going to get $100. Hold on one second. You're going to get 100. You're going to get 100. You're going to get 100 points for every time that person continues to place $150 or more.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to keep getting well, I'm going to did you have any questions about, because I'm going to end the recording and then me and you can talk one-on-one.
Okay.
About your so did you have any questions about the compensation plan?
No, I was gonna have you to email it to me so I can actually look at it and process it.
Okay.
A little better. And then I'm actually headed to an outing right now, so you can end the recording. We can talk. We can schedule to talk sometime tomorrow.
Yes. That's fine. I just want to make sure you didn't have any questions with anything that we talked about tonight. I talked about
presentation.
I talked about also meeting people, like maybe it could be people that might just want a discount.
Yes.
Did you catch that part?
Yes, I heard you. Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll talk soon. I thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I was late, but it was good. That's good information. I'm hoping the next section we get more people and I could be on time.
That's okay. But we'll link up another a time that me and you can get together.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
All right, you have a good night.
You too. Good night.
Okay, bye-bye. Well, you guys, that's all I had tonight. As I said, I'll be emailing everyone a chart. And so everyone have a good night, and thank you for coming.
Okay.